What's up, guys? This is Kephas. Crap, I gotta loot that thing, and it's freaking all the way up there. Can't. Do I have fetch? Stop trying to make fetch happen. That was random. Okay, sorry, I'm like eating my microphone trying to find fetch. I don't think I do. I don't even know if fetch is a regular ability. Alright, it's fine. Am I getting attacked by something? Yeah, yeah. Kill the bobcat. Oh wait, you know what? If I loot the bobcat, then it should also loot the void. Let's see. Yep, it did because I got eggs. So at least I know I got the void. Alright, so where are we going? Okay, you tell me where we go. You're my seeing eye spider. Okay, or not. What the heck happened? I don't even know. Okay. So, like, it's just one of those things I think about. I think about, like, a video that I made back in 2013 about during Miss. In fact, that video has actually gotten a lot of traffic recently because WoW Classic is coming and people have either gone back and watched it who watched it before, or new people are discovering it. Because I think it's a pretty good outline of what we're seeing now. It really is. It's really crazy to make that video, talk about things, and now see those things being talked about again now that we have Classic here to actually compare it to. Look at that, another rare. Do we want to tame it? I mean, do we want to? I don't know. It's kind of cool. Nah, I'll kill it. I'll get the XP. Lord Condor. Sorry, buddy. You look kind of cool, but I'm not really a bird guy. Nothing wrong with birds, but they're kind of messy. They're kind of loud. Look at that. Level 53. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to see a lot of those topics that I talked about get rediscussed. And, you know, I did the same thing in Warlords. I made another video. Warlords was a lot more critical of Warlords of Draenor itself. And what decisions that they made. But I did speak to a developer about these videos because, you know, not trying to brag. I'm not. I mean, you can believe this. You can't. I don't care. Let's try to pull this thing before we. There we go. I talked to a developer after I made the video, the Warlords video. It was a very popular video. Did really well. Just criticizing. I mean, I was a lot with the original video back in WoP. I was a lot more, I guess, neutral, calm, but I was constructive. I was constructive with the Warlords video, I feel, and so did the developer that spoke to. But I was a lot more critical, and I was a lot more blunt about my criticisms. Just because Warlords, it's hard to defend that expansion as a whole. I mean, there are things about that expansion that are great, but it's hard to defend the entire expansion. And you know, I talked to a developer about it. Well, they talked to me about it, I guess, where we talked to each other, and it came up, I guess. And, you know, they said, you know, a lot of the people that you know, that work here have watched your videos. These ones in particular, because, you know, as he put it, you know, when you have a channel like yours that, you know, you get, you know, some videos that'll get, you know, a few thousand views, and then you have these videos, you know, some videos get like a couple hundred views, and then you have videos, you know, that get over 100,000 views. I think it's pretty significant because that means that you got people's attention, and obviously a lot of people are echoing your sentiments, and that's a good indicator for us that, you know, what you're talking about is something that people resonate with. People were resonating back in 2013 and 2014 about how much they missed the old game. That has been happening for that long. And it's not a small number of people. And then, you know, years later, you know, you had Soda Poppin' making his videos about, you know, Classic. You had the Nostalrius issue, which I defended Nostalrius hardcore, especially back then when they showed no interest in making Classic servers. And the only reason why it's even happening is because of that situation. Because that situation kind of forced their hand. It was a combination of those kinds of things. But the thing I was talking about was when I made those videos way back then where people were criticizing me of Classic, you know, talking about how much I missed the way the old game was, I got a lot of support. But I also got a lot of people saying, oh, you know, you have rose-tinted glasses is what I got a lot. That was where, you know, you're looking back, you're just nostalgic. You don't remember how it actually was. I mean, the thing I've learned when it comes to Classic and people that like it, especially myself, There are a lot of people out there that know me way better than I know myself. They know everything about what I like, what I'm into. They are the gurus, and they know everything there is to know about me. And I have been psychoanalyzed more for wanting WoW Classic than I have anything ever in my life. It blows my mind. There are people that think they think that it's all about recapturing the old days, and I guess for some it is. I don't think it's even that. It's about playing a good game. When I go play Ocarina of Time, I'm not trying to recapture the old days. I'm just playing a game that I like. Again, playing through it again. And yeah, I'll reminisce about the last time I did it, or the last 10 times I did it, but it's not solely why I do it. I do it because I think it's a good game. That's going to be Classic. There are good things about Classic. It's a good game. It was a good game then. It'll be a good game now. It's not like it's weird the way people think. Like you're not gonna like it. We've evolved since then. Gaming has evolved since then. Your tastes have changed. Like, have they? Because I still I'm playing A Link to the Past right now on YouTube. Like, that's still happening. Think about it. Like, imagine if I got comments on my Link to the Past videos. People are like, "Why are you playing A Link to the Past? Breath of the Wild exists. You should be playing that." I'd be like, I mean, they're both great games, though. Like, Breath of the Wild is a great game. It's remarkably different, though, from A Link to the Past. Yeah, Link to the Past is older. It's limited. It's shorter. It has, I guess, worse graphics, even though I think it looks kind of cool. The style that it is. It's memorable. But it's a different game. It feels different. It plays different. It scratches a different itch. I think you can, to a degree, you can kind of say the same thing about Classic WoW versus Modern WoW. I like to think of Modern WoW more as like an arcade mode to Classic WoW. That's what it feels like. Modern WoW is like arcade mode to Classic. It's there's not as much of an investment. You level up faster. You have fewer abilities. There's not as much. I guess there's not as many chores. There's not as much to worry about. It's just like playing. It's like Crazy Taxi for WoW, or it's like, that's basically the best way I can think of it. It's arcade mode, and some people like arcade mode, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people prefer a more immersive and more investing game. I think of Red Dead Redemption 2. People were complaining about having to ride around on horses and clean guns in a Western game. Blows my mind. But what people were complaining about were the inconveniences. I don't want to have to clean my horse. I don't want to have to eat. I don't want to have to do any of that. I just want to, just play the game. It's like, yeah, but those inconveniences are what drive the immersion. That's a big part of that. It's not hard to understand. That may not resonate with some people. But in games like these, in massive worlds and RPGs, those are big parts of it. And that's, a big problem with a lot of RPGs nowadays is that we've gotten a huge influx of casual RPGs, and they're not as compelling because RPGs were all about you're playing a role, you're getting immersed in that world, in that universe, in what you're doing, and I think of a good game is like a good example is like Persona 5. There's all this crap you do during the day to enhance your fighting ability when you're in the dream worlds. That's very immersive. You get immersed in the world and in your daily activities. And it's done in a way that's sort of streamlined, I suppose. It's not too tedious. But that's what an RPG does, and that's a big part of it. Is I've said this. I think I said this in the last episode. I'm okay with being inconvenienced because it's going to immerse me. But I think a lot about just I don't want to rehash too much. I've gone over this a lot, and I do apologize that I talk more about Classic than I do retail, but there's just so much more to talk about with Classic right now because it's the big thing. But I think about just the way that people are reacting. It blows my mind. I mean, people are shocked that these servers are getting full. People are shocked at the reactions. And to me, it's like, with videos where people were telling me back in 2014 and 2013, you just have rose-tinted glasses. You don't remember how it was. Oh, you're just dumb because, blah, blah, blah. You just need to quit and get over it or whatever. That's been going on for many years now. And, when I think about it, it's frustrating for me that, that people attack each other for whichever version of the game they like. I mean, imagine being tribalistic about a video game. But I do have to say, though, that I guess it depends on how you want to look at it. I do remember the Wrath Babies thing, which was kind of annoying. But when people were just very, innocuously, not trying to be confrontational, just very, kindly saying, I really miss the way the game used to be. Back in Miss. People look back at Miss now a lot more fondly than they did at the time, because at the time people were very critical of it because it got very boring very quickly. The aesthetic was awesome, the class designs were pretty good, the raids were pretty good too, but the gameplay, just kind of got boring really quick. And people would criticize it, and they would get attacked for criticizing it. It amazes me that there are people out there that act as if all that the negativity has just come from people that want to play classic. And I guess that's because of the streamers and whatnot. And I'm sure there are plenty of people who are fans of classic that are rude and are jerks about it. I think it perpetuates the traditional gamer, which is under attack these days by media, and I don't want to get into that too much, but trust me, I believe, a coordinated effort to just stigmatize gamers in the world and traditional gaming. We are moving more towards, and I think this affects WoW too, we are moving more towards a more casual gameplay style, in our video games that just entice you to spend more money on them. And I think that's kind of the issue. And traditional gamers, or people that have been playing games for many years and love video games as a hobby, as something that I am passionate about my gaming. I am not embarrassed nor ashamed about how much time I invest in my video games. It's a big part of my life, has always been, will always be, don't care. And that's a lot of people, and we don't want to see our hobby become this wasteland of trash. I hate to say casual, but just unimmersive, streamlined gameplay that is lazy design. I'm not going to crap on Fortnite, but I think it's okay for Fortnite to exist. I don't want the industry to become Fortnite, because, yeah, okay, fine, there are people out there that will play those kinds of games, and that's fine, but I think that there's a big push to make those people, the esports people, the people that you see on there, I guess the normies. I don't know what you want to call them. It's weird to talk about. Ooh, look, another rare. It's weird to talk like that, But there's just this I think this effort to try to push, traditional, I guess, neckbeards, gamer nerds out of the picture. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button, and feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like, you can support this channel on Patreon. Links to all of this can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.